And what's good, everybody? Welcome back in here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball for a great Saturday of college hoops going down. Already some great games being played at this moment here. I'll be covering the play-by-play today. We got number 7 ranked Michigan taking on number 23 ranked Minnesota as part of the Battle of the Big Ten. The rematch here with these two teams. They actually took on each other 10 days ago back on Wednesday, January 6th, with Michigan crushing Minnesota in Ann Arbor 82-57. This time, the second match going to be taking place at this one in Minneapolis for the Golden Gophers out in this game. Should be a really great matchup between these two teams. A lot of tight games going on in college hoops right now. I know we got Marquette St. John's over on Fox Sports 1. Marquette by 369-66. Over 3 minutes remaining. Just waiting for this game to finish. Georgia and Ole Miss. This is a tight game. Ole Miss went on a 9-zip run, but Georgia able to score the past couple of points here. Georgia leads at 75-72 with 1 minute left to go. So this is the game right before Michigan-Minnesota here. And then we'll get into the play-by-play right after the conclusion of Georgia versus Ole Miss in about a minute. So let's see who we got out on the stream here, right in the pregame. Ryan here, welcome on board here. So glad I didn't lose power. Vegas, what is good here? Raven, Ethan, glad on the channel once again. Ian back on here, the 3 things certain in life. Death, taxes, and me delivering fire content Saturday mornings. Let's get to it indeed. Ian on the line here is going to call him crazy, but taking Minnesota for this one. He is going for the upset, and then he's going for the Ravens today for the upset. So he's got 2 upset picks. He is going for Roger. Welcome on board as well. My prediction, I'm going to go with Vegas as well, as I'm taking Michigan in this game. 80-63 for my prediction, so Michigan by 17 in this one. Ethan's going Minnesota out in the upset. A lot of great games indeed. Morgan, welcome to the stream here. And Minnesota fan, glad to cover a Minnesota game for you this season, bud. John, welcome on the channel as well. Very late game. Yeah, Gonzaga versus St. Mary's. So I'll be covering just 2 games tonight. I have a little bit of catch up to do with some of my stuff. I did like quite a bit this morning or so. Right before I started this stream, I actually changed the oil to my car, so that's all finished. But I got a lot of catching up to do, so it's going to be this game and then one more after this one. It's going to be Baylor versus Texas Tech, so 2 streams today. Tomorrow I'm off, and then a college doubleheader for Monday for Martin Luther King Day. Ryan, what's good here, man? Should be a very good matchup going down between these two teams. I'm shocked about the line out on this one. Michigan's only a 5.5 point favorite on the line. Over/under set for 148.5. What's good, Jason? Welcome to the stream here, man. Thanks so much for the dono. Let's get that dono hype in the chat here already with my man Jason. And I'll keep you guys posted. Kentucky versus Auburn. That game's going to tip off in a few minutes from now, so we'll keep you guys posted with that score. Quick scoreboard update here. Shocking upset going on right now in the Big Ten. Ohio State leading Illinois. As we're going to get the score for you guys in just a second. But Ohio State leading Illinois in the final minute and 30, 77-72. Ohio State's been up throughout the majority of that game. Other games going on, tie game at 69, Marquette versus St. John's. This game before Michigan-Minnesota is Georgia-Ole Miss. Georgia with a 3-point lead, 18 seconds left to go, 75-72. Florida State up by 4 against UNC, 77-73. So a lot of great basketball action going on today. Big Ben, welcome on the stream here, man. Who I'm taking for the NFL for today. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up. Georgia just hit the free throw, so it's a 2-possession lead for Georgia. I'm gonna take the Packers later today, so I'm going to go with favorites for these 2 games. So Packers and Buffalo later today. And then tomorrow I'm going to go Kansas City and then Saints. So I'm taking actually all the favorites on the line for today and tomorrow for the NFL. So all the home teams for the playoffs. There'll probably be one upset thrown in there, though. Landon, welcome to the stream, man. I heard the Marquette game is going great there, Ethan puts on the channel. Marquette St. John's, what a battle there. The 2 Champagny brothers really showing today. They're 2 twin brothers. And if both of them stay in college for this offseason into next year, I think both of them going to play in the NCAA tournament One of those brothers plays at St. John's. He is on a phenomenal season. The other one is on Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh won against Syracuse earlier today. Big test for Maine today and tomorrow. Going up against Vermont. Vermont projected front runner out of the America East. All right, so Georgia versus Ole Miss. This game's going to finish up, final 6 seconds, and then we're going to get to the play-by-play in just a moment between Michigan and Minnesota here, as these two teams faced each other 6 days ago. That's good news for you, Roger. Welcome on the stream, Nag. He's a Michigan fan, so he can't wait for this one. Hey, what's good, Bill? Welcome to the stream. Very wise pick right there. Creighton, favorites on the line by 7. Definitely would take him over Butler. That's a total mismatch. Creighton's offense has been exploding. Butler's got one of the worst scoring teams in all college basketball. So I think definitely that should be an easy dub for you. And he's taking Colorado as 2, Belmont, and Tennessee as well in his games today. Alright, so here we go. Getting ready to go to the game. This one actually tipped off as Georgia versus Ole Miss just ended. Hunter Dickinson had it at the right baseline, but refs are going to blow the whistle, say that's a turnover by Michigan, so ball goes over to Minnesota. This one here at Minnesota's home court for today's matchup. 45 seconds through. It's 19:15 left to go in the first half as we just get started. Minnesota white uniforms go left to right in the court. Michigan blue jerseys. That ball around the perimeter gets tapped by Wagner. Minnesota gets it back, though. Right baseline dribble, boot Gotch. Passes over top of the key into the hands of Marcus Carr. Moves it over left corner now. Minnesota dish out to Carr. Shot fake, drives inside, floats it up too high off the glass, tipped up in the air. Rebound by Wagner for Michigan as we just got started. Wolverines now with the basketball. 18:45 left to go. Mike Smith had a big game facilitating against Wisconsin, passing the key to Dickinson, but he picks up the offensive foul, shoulders his way in there, but with a left elbow, Minnesota takes the charge. It's going to go back to the Golden Gophers. Jason puts out the E-Girls will destroy America. Yeah, that's a big drop. Now, whoever picks that up on the waiver wire, that's going to be quite the pickup right there. What's good, Jose? Welcome to the stream, man. He's at the thrift store. Found an Arkansas shirt for about $3 or $4. That's awesome, man. Minnesota first points of the game right there as they drive inside for 2. 18:15 left to go, first half. We just got started. Mike Smith gets the handoff with the basketball, flings it over to the right wing. So they'll take a 3. Michigan off the mark, no good. They do get the offensive rebound. Dickinson puts it back outside to Smith. Smith dribbles back at the top, wide open 3. Spot up, missed it though. Off the mark, rebound by Minnesota. 18 minutes remaining. Golden Gophers basketball. Marcus Carr at the top of the key, guarded by Livers. Moves it over to the left wing. Boot Gotch. Dribbles now. Going to drive it inside off the floater by Kalsher. No good. Rebound Michigan. Wolverines ball now as they have it back. Out to the top of the key, Sean D. Brown. Brown guarded by Carr. Moves it over at the left wing to Wagner. And that's going to be an offensive foul by Michigan. So not a great start so far in this game there. Sean D. Brown picks up the personal. And Michigan starts off 0 for 2 from the floor so far. And already with 2 turnovers and 2 personal fouls as well. What's good, Armando? Welcome to the stream, man. Marquette surviving. 2-point victory. Wow. 17:20 left to go. 3-point shot from outside. Takes it in. They make it there. As Minnesota drops it down. They're going to roll it actually to be a 2. I thought he was behind the arc right there, but they only give him 2. 4-zip to score. Michigan now down by 4 with the basketball. Mike Smith passes over left baseline. Livers takes it. He was open and missed the jumper there at the left baseline. Rebound back to Minnesota. Marcus Carr now with the ball. Carr dribbles to the right wing. Moves it over top of the key. Gotch, left wing. Kalsher feeds it inside over to Liam Robbins. Blocked from behind by Dickinson. Robbins gets it back, puts it up and in off the backboard for 2. 6-zip to score. Michigan starts out really cold. 0 for 3 shooting, 3 turnovers. Wagner feeds it inside to Dickinson, as he is guarded by Robbins. That's the matchup to look forward for today. Oh, big jam there. Hunter Dickinson torching Liam Robbins in the first game. Gets the first bucket, able to get around him. Left baseline, throws down a huge two-handed jam. This game is on ESPN2. Yeah, they put Kentucky-Auburn on ESPN. This is 2 ranked top 25 teams as this ball gets stolen away. Wagner with a steal. He got a bunch of those against Wisconsin. Drives in for the layup. Gets fouled by Liam Robbins. Robbins going to pick up his first personal here. Clock will stop with 16:04. What's good, Bradley? Welcome to the stream, man. First free throw, Michigan missed it at the line by Franz Wagner. Wow, Deshaun Watson said he doesn't want to be on the Texans anymore, per Adam Schefter. Ouch. So yeah, you could definitely tell that that was coming. Second free throw, no good. They went at the charity stripe and missed both of them. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Golden Gophers with the basketball. Driving underneath, shot fake. They'll put it up. It's good for 2. Right underneath the basket there by Gabe Kalsher. Great start by Minnesota. 8-2 with 15:40 remaining. At the right elbow, Smith bounce pass, and it's going to get taken away. Turnover number 3 today so far from Michigan as Minnesota gets the steal. They'll take the 3. Straight away, Minnesota off the mark. No good. Rebound by Hunter Dickinson. Michigan just needs to start getting some good looks. They were getting a ton of those in their run against Wisconsin. Dickinson passes over now. Livers, dribbles. Free throw circle. Drives inside. Lost control of the basketball. That's turnover number 4. Steal here on the key by Minnesota. Here they go. 3-on-2. Pass out right corner. Open 3. Off the mark. Tipped up in the air. Fight for the rebound. Golden Gophers going to come down with the offensive board. Left baseline dribble. Kalsher pushes off, as Michigan will get the ball right back, as that's an offensive foul by Gabe Kalsher. Yeah, so we're gonna go on a timeout right now. I'm on waiver number 2 for fantasy basketball. So I actually put in a claim for him, but if not I can drop the claim there if it just glitched, if that was his mistake. Cause if he wants it back for some reason that it glitched, just to make him fair, it doesn't process till tomorrow. Cause I was wondering, like, why in the world did he get dropped from the fantasy team? But yeah, I can drop my claim and use it for something else I'm thinking about. Illinois trying to come back. We're going to see the scoreboard update here right now for college hoops. Close game. Ohio State leading, though, 81-76. 32 seconds remaining, up against Illinois. That's what the score looks like right now. Patrick, welcome to the stream, bud. Shocking start to this one so far, after I covered Michigan tearing it up in their last game. Today they start out 1 for 4 shooting. Only 2 points are by a slam dunk by Hunter Dickinson. And then they've turned it over so far. Already 5 turnovers and 2 personal fouls. And we're 5 minutes through. So rough start here by Michigan. Things will eventually heat up, I feel like. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I might drop the claim too, thinking about, like, the schedules and stuff. What's good, Alex? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate for stopping on by, bud. Yeah, I really thought he meant it, because, yeah, Ethan puts out, remember Raptor saying he picked up Joe Mixon off waivers from him. He wasn't sure. So it must have glitched. So yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna drop the claim more, so somebody else can be in the running for that, because I'm trying to think out like game schedules throughout the weekend for Sunday, because I saw that he was available for Sunday. Alright, 8-2 the score. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, as well as I cover play-by-play here, basketball. I'm Behind the Arc basketball here, folks. When my scoreboard loads, I'll get up the scoreboard update for you guys right now. Just froze up, so I'm gonna get up a new one. It's very odd why the tab did that. So we're gonna get back to action. Michigan really struggling first 5 minutes of this game. 15 minutes remaining first half. And Michigan only with 2 points by a Hunter Dickinson slam dunk. Wolverines with the basketball. Mike Smith out to the top to Wagner. Dribble to the left wing. Shot fake moves over to Dickinson. At the left double team. Pass back outside. Right baseline dribble. And that's the Michigan basketball team that we saw earlier this week against Wisconsin right there. Right baseline dribble all alone. Shondi Brown able to slam it down with a two-handed slam. 8-4 to score. 14.5 left to go. Minnesota now with the ball right wing. Boot Gotch passes over top of the key. Golden Gophers have it now with Carr. Feeds it over inside. Nice cut to the basket. Good for two by Eric Curry from Minnesota. That was a good connection there. Michigan came into this game top 5 nationally in 2-point defense and also 2-point shooting. Wolverines with only 4 on the board. Down by 6. Mike Smith drives inside. Floats it up. Looking for the contact in the fall. Couldn't get it. It was an air ball to the left side of the rim. Minnesota picks up the rebound. Golden Gophers will slow it down, set it up here. Boot Gotch moves it over right baseline to Johnson. Johnson backs his way on Smith. Johnson now drives inside, floats it up. That's going to go all the way to the top of the backboard, out of bounds. And Michigan will have it back. Yeah, Vegas has like a G League team. He picked up Taco Man. So, hopefully you'll get some more minutes out of Taco. 13:40 left to go. Michigan with it. Wagner at the right elbow. Bounce pass. It gets stolen away. Not a good decision there with that pass by Michigan. By Franz Wagner. Minnesota going to get another steal. Golden Gophers step back 3 in the air. Carr off the mark. No good. They're not a strong shooting team for Minnesota. Michigan, they could be down in this game. How poor they played so far. They could have very well been down 20-4. Right corner 3. That goes down with a triple. 10-7 to score. Yeah, very tight fantasy game we got going on. Actually, it's going to be a 2-point shot. They say that's the second time foot has been on the line by both of the teams. 13 minutes left to go. At the left baseline. Minnesota now with the basketball. They'll take the jumper. Contested. Got it. Wow. Knocks it down there. Minnesota by 6. 12:40 remaining. I like the pickups, though. Those are some bold pickups that Vegas goes for. Peyton Pritchard, Taco. I like those pickups. It's just too bad for Taco the minutes aren't there. That's the only thing. I wish we can get to see more Taco minutes. What's good, sports expert? Welcome to the stream, bud. Ohio State in a tight one right now. They've been up throughout the majority of that game against Illinois. Wow. So Illinois trying to come back. Final 16 seconds. 83-81. Ohio State up by 2. 12:30 remaining here. Minnesota gets the basketball again as Michigan just turned it over off the pass out of bounds. Yeah, I've seen it's been a lot of stuff in the comments about the tests and things like that. Like, it seems like every single time there's something about a test. I think he said he was like a truck driver going up to New Hampshire. I was like, does that make sense? You were home in New Jersey, I feel like, during the day. They pass it inside. Good for 2 by Michigan. Off the bench comes in. Austin Davis puts it up and in off the backboard for 2. 4-point game. 11:45 left to go. Minnesota now with the ball. Marcus Carr, bounce pass. At the right wing, Curry back out. Moves it over to the hands of Jamal Mashburn, who his father played for Kentucky back in the 90s. That is good. Knocks down the deep 2 there by Minnesota. 11:20 left to go. Michigan basketball. We can just keep him here for now, I guess. 3-point shot, no good over the rim. Yeah, if that's all he says, that's fine with me. It's nothing that's like inappropriate or anything, so it's fine. 11 minutes left to go, 6-point lead. Minnesota now with the ball. They have it at the left corner. Drives now inside, jumper. Takes it mid-range off the mark, tipped up in the air, and last touched out of bounds. The refs are going to say it's out of bounds by Minnesota. What's good, Vince? Welcome to the stream here, bud. So, 2 streams I have planned today. This one, and then after this one, should be a great game. Texas Tech versus Baylor. Tomorrow I'm going to be off, and then Monday, I have a doubleheader planned for Monday. 2 really good games once again. Louisville, Florida State, and then Kansas versus Baylor. Baylor's next 2 matchups, so tight. The schedule finally heats up for Baylor that we get to see how legit this team is. Yo, Obi is back. There we go. Hopefully, he'll be able to put up some good points right there now for the Knicks. So Baylor's schedule really heating up right now. Next 3 games later today at 4 o'clock Eastern. Traveling at Texas Tech. So they're on the road at Texas Tech later today. And then back at home against Kansas on Monday. Quick turnaround. And then Saturday they got Oklahoma State. So 3 really good matchups. Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State. That game was supposed to play today, but it got postponed. So yeah, it got postponed between Oklahoma State. Trying to see here which team positive tests win and what team. It's Oklahoma State. So yeah, it's the Cowboys that had a positive test there. So Oklahoma State. Should you drop anyone from your fantasy team? Well, it's all up to you. Big decision there. You got to pump it up. You got to pump it up. You got to pump it up. Oh yeah. Great game so far today in this one. Ohio State, by the way, getting the victory over Illinois, 87-81. So Illinois, once again, they just keep on stumbling. Number 14, down the stretch, they are stumbling. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Number 8 ranked Creighton is losing at Butler, 13-10, the score in that one. You're talking about a total mismatch of a game right there. Creighton getting on fire last 2 games from the perimeter, and Butler, one of the slowest paced offensive teams in the nation, and only scoring around 60 points per game, but leading early against Creighton. Missouri looking good up against Texas A&M today. Get it right type of game for the Missouri Tigers. 47-34 lead it against Texas A&M. Chris Boucher might be the pickup of the year right there for Ryan. Cut him after 3 awful games, then he bounces back. Man. Yeah, that hurts as a Raptors fan, bud. Ouch. Half an inch of snow for Jason there. Still snowing. Wow. Yeah, we haven't got snow over here in like a month where I am. But the snow's still on the ground. It's been like every single day where I am. It's been like consistent 35, 40 degrees. 15, 20 in the morning. like every single day. Today we actually got rain. We got like freezing rain, like 40-degree rain. So we're going to get right back into action. 14-8 to score. Michigan yet to score double digits here at Williams Arena. It's been tough so far. A lot of uncharacteristic turnovers. Wolverines with the basketball. They pass it over to the top. Smith feeds it now inside. Over to Davis. Davis turnaround couldn't make it. No good. Too strong off the glass. Rebound by Minnesota. Golden Gophers have it. 10.5 left to go. Marcus Carr with the basketball. Flings it over top of the free throw circle. Deflected into the hands of Trey Williams. Takes the three. That's got partially blocked. Wasn't even close there to the rim. Rebound Michigan. Wolverines ball, 10-15 left to go. Mike Smith flings it over. Right baseline, goes inside. That's going to get blocked underneath by Minnesota, and the Golden Gophers will have the ball once again. 10 minutes left to go. Minnesota driving here. Terrence Williams. He gets stripped into the lane. Turnover Minnesota. Michigan has it. Livers spots up, takes an open three. Missed that one. The three-point shot's just not going at all down. 0 for 4 from the outside for Michigan. Minnesota defensive rebounds. They'll slow it down by the Golden Gophers. Top of the key, Mashburn, guarded by Livers. Bounce pass to the right wing into the hands of Eric Curry. Hands it off now to Carr. Carr dribbles in the key, moves it back outside. They'll take a three. Trey Williams off the mark, rebound Michigan. Breezy, what's good here, man, for stopping them by? Refs 100% robbed Illinois. Sorry to hear that, bud. Michigan has it here. Livers backs his way left baseline. He's guarded by Williams. Inside the key, puts it up. Hit the front rim, couldn't get it. They are still in the cold for 4 for 13. What's good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream, man. Pittsburgh able to get it done against Syracuse. Oh, man. Pittsburgh putting themselves right in the bracket. Right baseline jumper. Good for 2 by Minnesota. Both of the Champagny brothers going off today in their games. So Justin for Pittsburgh having a huge game, I heard, and his brother Julian for St. John's. They almost pulled off the upset today against Marquette. Davis inside, finally able to get a bucket now at 10 here for Michigan. Up and in off the backboard. 16-10 to score. It's either these Big Ten games are like close games or either a blowout. That's how they've been. Driving down into the lane, good for 2. Minnesota, Marcus Carr puts it up and in off the glass. And a timeout taken by Michigan. Wow, I cannot believe what I'm witnessing right here in this one. 18-10 the score, gonna go on a timeout. 96-76 winners for Pitt over Syracuse. That's phenomenal there. With Champagny 24-16 in his first game back from injury. That's awesome. If he keeps that up, he's definitely going to be ACC first team. Because now we got Pittsburgh in the bracket here. I'm thinking about that. They're sneaking their way right into the bracket, and they have come out of nowhere. Like everybody's sleeping on Pitt here since Champagny is back. That they have a good chance to finish top of the conference. 3 dunks, that's insane. Wow. Yeah, Ryan picked up LaMelo. Great pick right there. CF, welcome to the stream. Peyton Pritchard. Oh, yeah, he's been an awesome pick so far, man. What a draft steal Celtics got at number 26 with Peyton Pritchard. Able to add value off the bench, tough, competitive, and it's been much more quicker than usual. What I've seen. What's good, Ronnie? Welcome to the stream, man. How do I feel? Gonzaga on the line, 14.5 for favorites. They got St. Mary's tonight. Yes, I'll take Gonzaga there. So 14.5 for Gonzaga favorites on the line. I'll take over St. Mary's. St. Mary's isn't really like an explosive team, like offensively. So I think they'll be able to get it done for Gonzaga there. Yeah, totally agree there, Ethan. Mountain West has some sneaky good teams. Boise State's the sleeper there. I think Boise State possibly could pick off like at least one team in the tournament. And Utah State, yep, Colorado State, San Diego State, Nevada. Really good teams out there. They could possibly be a 3-bid conference if things go their way. Yeah, This is uncharacteristic start by Michigan, just not making anything inside for a team that's been great this season inside and turning it over way too many times so far. What stream? Northwestern Iowa tomorrow at noon. I won't actually. I'm out tomorrow, so I'm actually not at home for most of the day. Next, I'm going to be streaming after this one. It's Texas Tech. Yeah, Texas Tech Baylor, so I'll be back for that one so far. Texas Tech Baylor, and then after that, next stream will be on Monday, so tomorrow I'll have off. Yeah, it's still early. I can't believe it that Creighton is losing against Butler. That's a total mismatch. Jeez. There's so many upsets in these games. It's unreal. 18-10 the score. I did not picture that one to be an upset, though. Two total polar opposites. It's Minnesota basketball. Jamal Mashburn at the edge of the Minnesota logo moves it over to Boot Gotch. Gotch feeds it over inside into the hands of Brandon Johnson. Backs his way. Floats it up. Good for two. 20-10 the score. Yeah, Flyers better win both of the games against George Washington. After that, they have two tough games, VCU and St. Louis. Yeah, UMass has got quite a tough schedule coming up. They got Fordham in their next game, though, but I think UMass can steal one of those. Possibly the game against St. Louis. If UMass keeps it up, I think they have a chance to possibly come out sleeper there in the A-10. That would be a shock. But I was looking at their roster. They got some players. The supporting cast has stepped up, and I can't believe they beat URI earlier this week. Left baseline jumper, no good off the mark, tapped out of bounds. I do like St. Louis though in the conference big time in the A-10. St. Louis is the chance to knock off like a ton of teams or be a part in the bracket. Hey, thanks so much, Ethan, for stopping on by, bud. Really appreciate it, man. 6:55 left to go. 20-12 to score. Michigan going to have it back. Wolverines around the perimeter. At the top. It's Brandon Johns Jr. moves it over to Mike Smith here at the left wing. 10 on the shot clock. Smith dribbles at the top of the key, back outside to Wagner. Wagner going to take a three, and that's off the mark. No good. Tipped up. Rebound by Minnesota. They're just crashing the glass out in this one so far. Golden Gophers once again with the ball. Nothing going out for Michigan. Low percentage shots in this game compared to how they got out in the transition against Wisconsin. Golden Gophers have it. At the top of the free throw circle. Feeds it inside underneath, and Eric Curry had the ball in his hands. Quick personal foul picked up third by Michigan. It's going to be assessed to number 51 for the Wolverines. Or that's going to be Eli Brooks. Yeah, VMI. Low-key good Bill puts out. They challenged Virginia Tech back in the non-conference schedule. Yeah, I get a feeling this game definitely going to heat up after halftime for sure. Only 12 points with 6:15 left to go. Minnesota gets the inbound. Right baseline, they have it. Pump fake, Brandon Johnson backs his way on Livers underneath. Johnson will put it up, and no good off the mark. Rebound goes to Wagner from Michigan with a rebounding foul from behind as well by Minnesota by Brandon Johnson. Hey, thanks so much, Kevin, for dropping on by, man. He's going to head out. Having some tacos for lunch and excited for Duke on Tuesday. Yeah, it should be a great game indeed, man. Pitt versus Duke. And no problem, man. Glad to have you out here. Arku, welcome to the stream, bud. Mavs and Thunder. If I didn't know, are his two favorite teams. Awesome, man. Yeah, I definitely knew the Thunder by the logo. 6 minutes left to go. 8-point game. Michigan bounce pass inside. Dickinson has it. He gets stripped in the key with it. Last touch by Minnesota out of bounds. If you guys are new here on the stream, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball here, folks. Man, I cannot believe what I'm witnessing so far. Michigan inbound. Mike Smith has the ball. Right corner perimeter. Shot fake Smith. He dribbles. Moves it back over to Dickinson. Back outside at the top for Michigan. Over to Isaiah Livers. He dribbles, gets called for the offensive foul. Second time today. Minnesota takes the charge. Unbelievable. Michigan just hasn't been able to create that energy today. Not on their home court, man. Yeah, Ryan can't wait to see Duke unranked for the first time since 2007. Oh man, it's gonna be a fun Monday when they release that at noon. If they got Duke in there for the AP guys, if they still got Duke in that poll, oh man, there's total bias based on school recognition name. If they still put Duke out there, total bias to that. That's good for 2 off the spin move by Minnesota. 5:20 remaining. Michigan with the ball. Livers at the right wing, trying to get something here offensively. They move it outside. At the left wing, Mike Smith. He dribbles, drives in the key. Turnaround jumper, takes it. No good. Missed it. Hit the front rim. Nothing. It's going down here. 5 minutes left to go. Back outside for Minnesota. As they will drive. Carr, bounce pass to Robbins. Wow. Big jam by Liam Robbins. 24-12. Yeah, Butler slowed the game down, Bill puts out. So, yeah, great coaching indeed for Butler there. But Butler doesn't take many shots. They just wait till the whole shot clock goes down. They take the full possession for Butler. I thought that Creighton would get out fast, and then Butler would have to take shots and miss them, because that's what happened in Butler's last game when they lost by double-digit points. Reverse handed layup, no good. Rebound back to Michigan. Wolverines pass it right corner. They'll take the three. Shondy Brown. Finally somebody hits it as he knocks it down. They'll roll it deep too. So 24-14. That's the third time today it's looked like somebody's knocked down a three-point shot at this court. It's a different type of court, but they've rolled it a deep too. Minnesota three-point shot, no good off the mark. Rebound Michigan. Wolverines with the ball. Livers, dribbles. Drives now inside. Blocking foul committed here by Minnesota. Clock will stop with 3:47. Quick scoreboard update. College hoops right now. Games that finished off today. Ohio State won against Illinois. 87-81. Marquette won. Tight game against St. John. 73-71. Pittsburgh all over Syracuse. 96-76. Florida State squeaked it out today against UNC 82-75. In Georgia, winners today over Ole Miss 78-74. As for the games this hour, we'll take a look at that in just a moment as we head to another timeout. Just going to scroll up, see what we got for scores. Kentucky, whoa. Oh my goodness, this is a low-scoring game. Holy smokes. Kentucky leading Auburn 11-8 the score. And this game tipped off at the same time as Michigan-Minnesota. 7:30 left to go. 11-8 the score. Kentucky and Auburn. Unless my scoreboard's not updating for some reason. I'm just going to double check, tap on it, and see if that's a hoax. And no, it's actually true. 11-8 Kentucky leading Auburn with 7:30 left to go in the first half. Only 19 points combined. Well over the halfway point of the first half. George Mason winning against Rhode Island 28-22. No shocker there. That's no shocker there by how URI's played. So much talent, haven't been able to put it together. Yeah, the Mid-Eastern Conference, that's a big oof. And the SWAC as well is a really struggling conference. Davison looking good up against LaSalle 44-25. Stony Brook leading New Hampshire 32-22. Stony Brook might be one of the big surprises this year. They lost basically their entire roster to offseason, and for them to start out, they're going to be 5-0 in the America East. And how about the biggest disappointment so far this year besides teams like Kentucky, Michigan State, Duke so far off to worse starts than usual? How about teams like Rhode Island, Providence, and New Hampshire? New Hampshire is going to be 3-4 when they return their entire starting five, their top 6 scorers. This team's loaded with seniors all over the roster for New Hampshire, and they're going to fall to 4-6. That's unfortunate. Toledo taking on Akron. Sneaky good team from the MAC here. Toledo at 6-0. They lead it over Akron actually leads now. They just got the game leading bucket, 32-31. Yeah, 5-9 team in first place in the Mid-Eastern Conference. Yeah, Mid-Eastern and SWAC, those are usually the two bottom conferences. Conference USA, Old Dominion up against Rice, 25-17. We'll keep you guys posted as far as games today. Upset alert. We got one so far. Only 14 points by Michigan as we get right back into a Michigan. Going to inbound this back outside. They'll take a three and they hit it from the perimeter. So that goes down. What's good, Chicago Bulls? Welcome to the stream, bud. Minnesota now with the basketball. Top of the key, they have it into the hands of Eric Curry. Dribbles towards his right, hands it off now to Carr. Carr turns the corner, drives inside, floats it up, hit the front rim, rebound by Wagner here in Michigan. Franz Wagner dribbles past half court. Dickinson sets the pick. Wagner dribbles top of the key, moves over to Livers, passes inside to Dickinson. Dickinson backs his way, and that will be a personal foul picked up on Minnesota here, number 35, Isaiah Einen pick it up, the personal. Clock will stop with 3:04. So Minnesota, if they had been hitting their three-point shots, Minnesota would have been torching Michigan right now. Dickinson at the line shooting two. First one's good. Minnesota, believe it or not, is 0 for 7 from the perimeter. Michigan is 1 for 7. So, just not the three-point shooting game at all compared to the last one I covered with Michigan. Second free throw, Dickinson missed it. Rebound goes to Robbins for the Golden Gophers. Minnesota dribbles past half court. Marcus Carr with the basketball, puts it outside to Gotch. Gotch guarded here by Wagner, dribbles right baseline. Now it's Dickinson, switches over, guards boot Gotch at the right corner perimeter. Gotch now dribbles, guarded by Dickinson, and the key moves it back out to the right wing. Catch and shoot three, fires, no good, misfired off the mark by Kalsher, rebound Wolverines. Michigan with the basketball, they have it with 2:30 remaining. Wagner back outside Livers, catch and shoots right there from the W to Williams Arena logo, got it at the right wing. Now it's a game. Michigan's second triple goes down. Starting to heat up right now, 24-21. Wow. Vermont, 17.5-point favorites over Maine. Holy smokes. I think that game's going to be close. Vermont actually hasn't been as great this season compared to the last couple seasons. They've been heating up lately, but I don't think that game's going to... Yeah. Ryan puts, he'd take Maine to cover. Maybe not win. Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be a single-digit victory by Vermont. A lot of these mid-major games have been closer than usual. There hasn't been much blowouts for mid-majors lately. That game's going to be low scoring most likely. I'd say probably like 60-52. Vermont would win it. Two minutes remaining before halftime out in this one. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Scoreboard update, Kentucky-Auburn still tied up, or still stuck at 11-8 with 7 minutes left to go. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe like what I'm seeing for some of these scores right now. Every single day, whenever I try to like predict the game, it seems like it goes like the other way for some reason. I did have George Mason winning against URI, though. So, that's no surprise. I think right now I've given up on URI this year. I've given up on BU, too. Boston University returns the preseason player of the year for the Patriot League, and they're getting destroyed by Army, 68-45. They returned everybody besides one of their key players last year. And, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. They're probably going to finish at the bottom of the conference because they play with face masks anyway for BU. And, yeah, playing with a face mask today on campus, they're losing by a bunch. Good D or bad shooting? Bad shooting so far. A lot of low percentage shots that Michigan's taken And Minnesota is not a great shooting team. If Minnesota was another team that could hit their shots, like a team like Iowa right now, this would be out of control. Like probably like 40-20, the score. Yeah, Ryan puts out Maine, lost about 20 straight to Vermont, hoping that ends this weekend. I think it's going to. I think they're going to split the series, actually. Because they play each other back-to-back for America East games, as both of the free throws go down by Minnesota, 26-21 here. There's been a ton of upsets. Mountain West games, America East, Patriot League games, because they play back-to-back. Like, they'll play Saturday and Sunday. So I feel like the team that loses on Saturday most likely has a great chance to win on Sunday. Three-point shot, Livers missed it off the mark. Rebound back to Minnesota, they're up by 5. Minute 35 left to go. Marcus Carr, shot fake, moves it back to the top of the key. Boot Gotch, bounce pass over to Carr. He dribbles, drives on Livers, moves it back over to the top once again. Curry takes the 3 straight away off the mark. And rebound by Michigan. Shawnee Brown comes up with a rebound. Mike Smith now with the ball. Minute 15 left to go. Smith here at the top. Dickinson sets the pick. Smith bounce pass over to Wagner as he is covered. Moves it over to Dickinson. Floats it off, and ball is going to get deflected. Stolen away here by Minnesota. Tons of turnovers already by Michigan. Minnesota driving. Blocking foul by the Wolverines as the clock will stop with 1:06. Man. Now Kentucky Auburn's picking up a little bit. 16-14 with 4 minutes left to go. Michigan 2 for 9 from the outside. Minnesota 0 for 10. Has yet to hit a 3-point shot by the Golden Gophers. They'll have 2 more free throws coming up here at the line. First free throw, that one's good. 27-21. Minnesota. Minnesota's got 5 steals so far. Has led to 10 total turnovers. Mr. Doman, welcome on the stream here. Baylor at 3.5 on the line for the favorites is a steal right there. I'm going to take Baylor for that one. I've got them 77-70 over Texas Tech. Texas Tech will be the team of the week if they do end up beating Baylor. 7-point lead right now, Minnesota. They hit the second free throw. 51 seconds left to go. Shot fake Brown. Puts it up. No good. Missed it. Dickinson rebound underneath. And that's where you got to score. Put back good for 2 by Hunter Dickinson. That's where you need him. 5-point game. 35 seconds left to go. Carr drives. Carr floats it up. And Carr gets fouled. Marcus Carr to the free throw line shooting 2 with 34.8. Wow, scoreboard update. Butler leading Creighton 25-21 with 4.5 left to go first half. Missouri looking good up against Texas A&M 65-50. First free throw, Marcus Carr hits it. Second free throw, Carr hits it. Minnesota by 7, 30-23. After this one's going to be Texas Tech versus Baylor for the final stream later today, so feel free to stop and by for that one if you guys would like. That should be a great one. Yeah, how about Cleveland State after being 0-3? Winners in a 9 straight games for Cleveland State. 15 seconds left to go. 3-second differential shot clock and game clock. Michigan with the basketball trying to get something here before halftime. Mike Smith dribbles at the left wing. Smith still dribbles, spin move. Passes over to the top to Livers, drives, 1 on the shot clock, it expired. Livers got pickpocketed with the ball lost as he tried to launch it up on a floater on the key right there. Took too much out of the clock, shot clock violation. Michigan in a rough first half here for the Wolverines. Minnesota going to have 3 seconds remaining before halftime. Golden Gophers get the inbound, dribble pass half court shot, it's up, no good. And going into halftime here, Michigan stuck at 23. Unbelievable. They came into this game averaging 82 points per game, and today they got 23. It's unbelievable. Yeah, that's Cleveland State there. The team that Ohio had a 40-0 run on. Yeah, so that is Cleveland State. That's the only game that Cleveland State got demolished in this season. So how about that? They start out 0-3, and they've won their last 9 straight games in a row. Man, unbelievable what I'm seeing right now. So scoreboard update in Ohio after taking down, or after playing a close game against Illinois to start off the season. Ohio right now, they're really struggling for Ohio. I don't think they're going to be even close to winning the MAC unless they get an automatic qualifying bid. They'd have to win the MAC tournament to do so, and they're losing against Kent State at halftime, 40-26, which Kent State is the team that forced overtime against Virginia. So both of those teams played in close games. Scoreboard update, Kentucky leads over Auburn. Very low game. 18-17 with 2:30 left remaining in the first half. Rhode Island, George Mason tied up at 34. And that game at Rhode Island's been wildly inconsistent for Rhode Island this season. If they had made their free throws, Rhode Island could be a team that could get some tournament consideration at this point. If they make their free throws, this team won against Seton Hall around a month ago. They beat Seton Hall by 13 because they were able to make free throws in that game, and they've just been really just inconsistent for URI this year. They have the talent. They were actually picked on the line, 6.5 on the line for URI. I actually got George Mason winning that. George Mason's got shooters on their team that they can score. Ball State leading Northern Illinois 62-49. No surprise there. Northern Illinois really struggling so far this year. Welcome to the stream, Joseph. Appreciate Bud for stopping them by. Davison looking good up against LaSalle 44-25 at halftime. Here's a shocker for me. Creighton just scored but still down by 2 against Butler 25-23. Butler leading Creighton with 3 minutes left to go before halftime. And sneaky good matchup here. Just started the second half over on CBS. San Diego State leading Utah State 34-32. Northeastern trying to go for 5-0 in the Colonial up against Charleston 65-62 for the top two teams out in the Colonial. And Ball State demolishing Northern Illinois now. 72-51 is the updated score. VMI looking like they're going to knock off the Citadel today, 103-95. After the Citadel start out 8-0, going to drop their first 2 games in a row for the Citadel. This game has just gone final. Army over BU, 79-59. No surprise there. Boston University plays with face masks for the entire rest of the season. Not only at their home court at the Case Gym at the Roof, but when they go out and on the road too, when they take on opponents there. And once again, another loss for BU. One of the front runners picked in the preseason favorite to win the Patriot League, as they got crushed today by Army, 79-59. As for the team that looks like gonna win the Patriot League, that would be Colgate right now. Colgate destroying Holy Cross today, 95-55, not even close. Temple up against Tulane, 57-50. Missouri looking good up against Texas A&M, 68-52. So those are scores right now. Missouri's going to win that game. They'll improve to 8-2 on the season. So that's a good bounce back game for Mizzou right there. As for this one, if you guys are just tuning in, shooting a struggle. Low percentage shots, misses, Michigan turnovers. It's been a problem for the Wolverines in this game. In the last one, forcing Wisconsin to turn it over. And Michigan here, 11 total turnovers today. And just struggling. 2 for 9 from the outside. 1 for 4 at the free throw line. Just not their game so far. And they're lucky that Minnesota has yet to hit a 3-point shot. They are 0 for 11, Minnesota is, from 3-point range. Yep, face mask when they play. Somebody gonna die in the court. Yeah. Oh, man. It's ridiculous, like, what's going on over here as far as what's going on. If you guys didn't know, I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, and just, oh, man. It didn't surprise me that they're playing with face masks over here, because everything's shut down, everything's closed, there's restrictions all over the place, and nothing's opened up. Like barely anything is opened up over here. It's too bad. Ohio State able to hold on. They won against Illinois today. Very tight game, with Ohio State winning 87-81. And also Florida State won that game from earlier. What's good, Chris? Welcome to the stream, man. It's going out for Michigan in this one. I'm so shocked right now that they're down. Yeah, put Fordham in the Patriot League. I agree. Think they should be in the Patriot League. Bounce them out from the A-10. They're doing like a Western Athletic Conference realignment, which is actually pretty cool. What they're doing. I'm going to see if I can grab that. But the WAC is going to be expanding, and that's a great move for them, in my opinion. So they are going to be expanding. They announced 2 days ago, and that's the conference with New Mexico State in it. It's also got Chicago State in the conference, which Chicago State was left out of the WAC expansion that they have. Yeah, Cleveland State is now 9-3 after starting out 0-3. So big shock there that Cleveland State able to bounce back. Oh, geez, so sorry to hear that, Chris. That's terrible. You guys have to drive to Indiana for games. We don't even for over here in Mass. We can't even travel to Rhode Island. We got stay at home restrictions over here. Like I live like 15 minutes away from Rhode Island. Can't even cross the border. I remember back in March and April, the governor for Rhode Island had a National Guard deployed on the I-95 at the Connecticut border to check license plates. That's how bad it got. Like, she was checking license plates for people coming in from New York. She had a restriction on. It was crazy. And other states don't mind. Like, you have to travel like this. Like, if you travel to Mass, you have to sign up for this big travel form and everything. So we got like a ton of restrictions here. But other states just don't mind that they don't have any restrictions when you enter in there. Like when you go up to New Hampshire, like they just welcome you in over there. What's good, Bobby? Appreciate it, man, for stopping on by. Bobby gonna move south. Oh man, it's crazy, like everything that goes on over here. Things are now closed early. I know other states though. Some of the shops in New Hampshire I know close around like 6 o'clock, but everything's like more peaceful over there. Like they don't mind like people entering in. Like even if you're from a high risk area, just welcoming visitors. Because the tourism gets a big boom. Yeah, St. Joseph's been really struggling too. St. Joseph's faced one of the hardest schedules though in like college basketball, because I remember they took on Kansas early on in the year. They faced a lot of tough teams for St. Joe's, like a bunch of power conference teams to start off. $240 odds for George Mason right now. I would take George Mason over Rhode Island, honestly. I am frustrated about URI. That team is it's so talented. They are so talented for URI. How in the world are they 6-7 this year? Same as Providence. That team is way too talented to not even be in the tournament conversation. It's terrible. Like, Providence has got 2 good games though coming up to turn it around though, so I think they have the chance to possibly shock me and win against Creighton and Villanova, go back to back. I wouldn't be shocked by that, honestly, with Providence, because they're getting rest. They're just not a deep team. That's all. They got 2 stars in their team with Duke and Watson. Yeah, I cannot believe that, Bill. Like I thought that Creighton would manhandle Butler. Butler's going to lead at halftime, 30-25. Unbelievable. Like, Butler's a really young team. Jeez. Creighton just fell asleep. Wow. I'm going to see if I can predict here a random upset later in this time slot. As far as, well, yeah, Vermont 17.5 point favorites on the line. I think Maine's going to make that like a single-digit game later today, looking at that score. Let's see if I can pinpoint another one. Ooh, Charlotte. I think Charlotte's going to upset UAB, actually, later today at 4. I'm taking a look at that right now. Charlotte was able to beat Western Kentucky. And, they got pretty much handled yesterday, but they're playing on a back-to-back, and usually those teams steal games. UCLA, Washington, no question UCLA. They're going to destroy them. Michigan's taken like a lot of low percentage contested shots so far, and they've had a lot of turnovers too. It's been the problem. Yeah, URI plays down the competition. It's too bad. They're probably gonna get on like a 5-game winning streak or so, and it's gonna be around February, and then it's gonna be too little, too late. Because that's what they did 2 years ago. They were horrendous to start off the conference 2 years ago, and then they got on like a big winning streak and made it all the way to the A10 semis 2 years ago. What does Michigan have to do to play good? Well, their defense is hanging in, helping them out, hanging in this game. It's just the decisions passing the basketball. They've made a lot of poor decisions passing the basketball, and just haven't been able to take open jumpers. They've been contested. So the big key here is what they were doing against Wisconsin, able to force turnovers and get out on the transition and sink down open shots. They haven't been able to do so today, and we haven't seen any cuts to the basket. That too. Mike Smith, when he dribbles inside, he usually has, I think it was, he usually would have Dickinson to roll down with him and bounce past it underneath to Dickinson. We haven't seen that today. Minnesota's completely taken that away. UAB was on a 21-1 run yesterday. Yeah. I think Charlotte can pull off the upset in that one. I know UAB smoked them yesterday, but those like back-to-back games, I feel like there's been upsets in the second one that happens. Do I think they'll hand Michigan their first loss of the season? I think Michigan's going to come back in the second half. So I'm going to stick with my prediction for this game. Yeah, I honestly thought so too. Bill puts out, yeah, Creighton first half. Favorites by 4 in a line. Thought it was easy money. I can't believe it. Yeah, BU has, they wear masks while playing. It's unfortunate. They do it at the high school level here in Massachusetts. So, every single high school team from Massachusetts has to wear face masks. They have to wear it for basketball. They have to wear it for hockey. Like, I swear, all these people are scared to go out over here. We can't even go out because everything's just closed over here. Over here in this state, they take away your rights, like everything that they had, like things just get taken away over here. It's unfortunate. 34-34. That's a very good game between Utah State, San Diego State going down over on CBS. That Mountain West Conference has got some great teams. Yes, I heard about that. Ohio State able to hold on to the W, so they got the win over Illinois today on the road. Maine hasn't beat Vermont since March of 2013. I think it might be possible that it could happen this week. Like, either today or tomorrow. Yeah, I hear you, Bobby. I hear you, man. Keep your head up, brother. But, New Hampshire's just doing they're so well with everything right now. Like, New Hampshire with the tourism during the summer, it was booming. And over here, like, everything was just shut down, even throughout the summer, too, where nothing was booming. And I remember driving up to college, like, 5 years ago, and there was traffic all over the place. And now when you drive up to, like, Boston, there's, like, nobody on the road. Yeah, it's it's unfortunate that these kids have to play with face masks out there. Yeah, New Hampshire and Maine's just so nice and quiet, and we couldn't even go up to Maine all the way. I think to August because there was like a travel ban out there, and now we can't go anywhere even over here anyway because we have a stay-at-home order. Like, we can't even go into Rhode Island. That's how bad it's going to be. So yeah, if you live next to Rhode Island, like 15 minutes away, like me, where you go grocery shopping over there, you can't even do that. It's too bad. And it's been like that for over 10 months now. I remember back in March and April, they were stopping license plates on. It wasn't us actually; it was Rhode Island that was doing it out on I-95 from Connecticut. They were stopping, I think, New York plates specifically, which I think that was like breaking. It was just a mess that they got themselves into. So we're gonna start off here, second half, 30-23 the score. Yeah, hopefully we'll get back on the right track, and hopefully things will be better, like within the next couple months. Wow, that's a high-scoring game, man, with like no defense. VMI against Citadel, 108-103. Here we go to the second half. Michigan now with the basketball at the left wing. Mike Smith has it. Dribbles now top of the key. As that's going to get deflected and turnover by Michigan. That's not a good start right there. Michigan going to pick it up, forcing the 12th turnover of the game by Michigan, with Minnesota's 6th steal. Golden Gophers with the ball top of the key and away from the basketball. A personal foul picked up by Michigan there first. Oh, jeez. Inbound coming up from Minnesota underneath. They pass it over to the left wing. Boot Gotch now with the ball. Backs his way. Passes back outside to the top to Kalsher. And that's going to be turnover by Minnesota. So, double dribble with the ball outside. Michigan will have it back. Wolverines basketball now. Franz Wagner in quite a bit of foul trouble for Michigan. Just picked up his third personal. The only one with 3 in the team. Rest of the team is either 1 or 0. At the top, Michigan moves it over to the left wing. Left baseline dribble. Puts it up. No good. As Mike Smith missed it with a contact. Minnesota now in transition. As they'll drive inside. Missed it. Off the backboard. No good there by Brandon Johnson. Rebound back to Michigan again in transition. Catch and shoot 3. Shondi Brown. No good. Just couldn't hit it. That's what they were doing against Wisconsin. They were hitting transitional threes, and right there couldn't knock it down. 18:45 left to go. Minnesota now with the basketball at the top. Bounce pass right elbow into the hands of Robbins. Hands it off now. Johnson around the perimeter. Moves it now inside. Robbins backs his way on Dickinson. Left baseline. Good defense by Dickinson. Ball is going to go right back over to Michigan. 18.5 left to go. At the left corner perimeter, Michigan has it now into the hands of Livers. Feeds it inside. Ball gets tapped, but able to get it back from Michigan. Driving to the bucket. He gets stripped and lost control of it. Turnover number 13 out of this game for the Wolverines. Minnesota now with the ball. 18 minutes we approach it remaining. Golden Gophers at the right wing. Into the hands of Kalsher. Drives inside. Good for 2. 32-23. 18 minutes left to go. Michigan now with the ball. At the left wing perimeter. Mike Smith bounced past Dickinson. Oh, just couldn't connect. That was the idea, though. Yeah, I agree there. Karis LeVert in a great place for the Pacers. That was a nice get they got there. How far do I think the Pacers will get into the playoffs this year? I'll probably take them in the first round for the playoffs. So I'll take them in the first round. The Eastern Conference got some really tough teams in the top, I feel like, though. Michigan spin move inside. Good for 2 by Dickinson. 32-25. Oh, Deval Patrick was the last one. 32-25, approaching 17 left to go. Minnesota driving. They get the bucket. Foul from behind. And Marcus Carr will go to the free throw line. Shooting the and one coming up. 34-25. Yeah, so for all high school sports over here in the state of Massachusetts, the students have to wear face masks when they're on the court. Whether if they play basketball, they have to wear a face mask. They have to wear face masks if they play hockey and And we all saw it in the NFL. There's no proven spread that the virus can spread from team to team. Because I remember the first week the Minnesota Vikings took on the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee had like 20 cases plus break out in their facility, and it was on Tennessee because Minnesota paused team activities, and the Vikings had no positive cases upcoming when they played Tennessee that first week. Left corner jumper, good. From the perimeter there, going down by Michigan. 35-28. 16.5 left to go. Minnesota ball. They moves it over to the left wing into the hands of Bootgotch. Bootgotch has it now. Passes over to the right wing. Kalsher back outside of Robbins. Takes the three over Dickinson. The big fella hits it. At the top of the key there, Minnesota leads it. Wow. Not believe what I'm seeing here all this game. 38-28 with 16:10 left to go. And Michigan going to take a timeout. Eagles going to interview Josh McDaniels. Oh, no. Oh, boy. 38-28 going to head over to a timeout right now. Yeah, I don't see it that much where I am. As far as there's not really anybody driving with masks on in my area where I live in Massachusetts. Because we're more out in the country over here. But when I go see my girlfriend up in Boston, I'll drive through like a city to get there, like a city of a population around like I think it's like 60,000 people in that city. I go through the downtown area, like at least 80% of the cars, you got one person in the car and they're wearing a face mask on in the car or so. It's not like there's like multiple people or so, like different people just hanging out or so. I would get why, but it's just one person and they're just wearing it. Or it's quite interesting. But yeah, totally agree. Fear is a big one. Don't want to live with fear every single day of your life. Just gotta go out there. Just gotta just keep on proving it out to yourself here. Take it day by day, but accomplish a lot here. So we're gonna go on a timeout. 38-28. After this one's gonna be Baylor versus Texas Tech. So hopefully a very good stream after that one. Uri up against George Mason. Thanks so much for the update there. 38-37 the score. When I looked at that game on paper before the season, I definitely said to myself Uri would take that. And heading into today's game, recently based on how Uri's played, I would take George Mason. And Maine hanging in with Vermont. That's good early on there for the line if you took Maine on it, because I saw Vermont 17-point favorites. Felt like way too much. So 7-6 Vermont. Yes, very low-scoring game indeed today. Butler up against Creighton at halftime, 32-25. San Diego State, very good game going on in the Mountain West. It's going to determine a lot. Utah State with a 7-0 conference record, and San Diego State leading Utah State 47-44. So big game going down there for the Mountain West. Davidson's looking good. They're going to move to 4-2 in the A10 if they can survive up against LaSalle. 54-36 currently. So we are back into this one. Michigan with the inbound. That's going to be good for 2. So right away after the timeout, Michigan able to get it up and in off the backboard. Minnesota now with the ball. Dribbles free throw circle. Golden Gophers moving back outside. Robbins going to take another 3. Oh, man. He is getting red hot there straight away. Top of the key for the big fella. The transfer from Drake. That's 41. 41-30 there. 15:35 left to go. Gonna say where that 7 came from. Yesterday, I accidentally put a 9 in the Mavericks-Bucks game. Driving to the bucket, good for 2 by Michigan. 41-32, 15-20 remaining. Minnesota has it. This game gonna pick up, I feel like. Golden Gophers with the basketball. Kalsher at the top of the key, moves it over to the right wing. Butgach back outside as he passes this one to Carr, and he'll set it up now. Carr dribbles at the left elbow. Leaves it over to the left wing to Johnson. Johnson hands it off to Carr. 8 on the shot clock. Carr guarded by Livers. Carr dribbles and lost control of it. Tapped out of bounds, though, by Livers at the baseline. It's going to be Minnesota ball, 4 on the shot clock. Yep, 91-29. Too funny from yesterday. I remember the people joining in the stream. They were like, whoa. We're going to go to a quick timeout right now. It looks like 41-32. Minnesota leads it. They'll have the basketball coming back after the media timeout. Rhode Island leads George Mason 45-30, or 45-40 to score. Kentucky leading Auburn 25-21 to start the second half coming up. So if you think that this game's low scoring, Kentucky in a very low scoring game against Auburn, and wow, Auburn's defense this year has really struggled, and they got an offense. They can score like a ton of points. I cannot believe, though, that they only scored 21 in the first half. All right, enjoy the rest of your day there, Roger. Very low scoring indeed right now, Vegas. Colorado taking on Stanford. Colorado leads at 7-6. Now, I'll see you at 4 o'clock for Baylor, Texas Tech there, Roger. As for Michigan, the leading scorer this game only has 9 points. Shawnee Brown with 9, and then 8 so far by Livers, 7 by Dickinson. Dickinson's 3 for 4. I think Dickinson definitely needs some more touches than that. It's only Franz Wagner. He's the only one in foul trouble for Michigan. 3 personal fouls. Other than that, everybody else doing well as far as lesser fouls in the team. For Minnesota, everybody's either 2 fouls, 1 or 0. So not a lot of foul trouble. Liam Robbins, the big fella, 2 3-point shots he knocked down for Robbins. He leads the scoring with 12. The chili that Jason's cooking smells good, looks like. I'll see you at 4, Jason. All right, so we're going to get right back into it. 41-32 the score. Minnesota controlling this game so far with 15 minutes remaining. 4 in the shot clock. They get the inbound. Robbins has in the key turnaround jumper. Hit the front rim, no good. Rebound goes to Michigan. Wolverines now with the ball. They'll take it past half court. At the left wing, Livers. Shot fake as he is guarded by Brandon Johnson. Livers dribbles at the top of the key. Hands it off to Mike Smith. Michigan's yet to explode so far offensively. Smith now with the basketball. He dribbles to the left wing. Hands it off now. Around the perimeter, Franz Wagner drives inside. Missed it. Tipped up in the air. Fight for the rebound to get the offensive board by Michigan. Outside with Smith. Takes the 3. Missed it off the mark. Offensive rebound number 2. Shawnee Brown, no good. Third offensive rebound. Tipped in the air, no good. Rebound by Minnesota defensively, finally. Golden Gophers have it now. 14-14 left to go. Jamal Mashburn going to put the ball into the hands of Carr. Passes inside, gets deflected, stolen away. Here's Michigan. They got numbers. They're not going to take it, though. Not fast enough up the court. Wagner signals. Ball into the hands of Livers. Dish out right corner. Smith over to Brown, and Shawnee Brown hits the triple at the right corner. big three-point shot might have exploded something there. We'll remember this changing point of the game if there is one. 13:45 left to go. Ball gets pickpocketed loose in the backcourt. Minnesota able to keep it alive though. And it's a 10-second call. Golden Gophers 10 seconds with it in the backcourt. And it's going to be turnover Minnesota. Ball goes back to Michigan. Gonzaga taking on St. Mary's tonight, and next Saturday taking on Pacific for that schedule. I think very, very well Gonzaga can just run away with their whole schedule. They had a slower start than usual in their last game against Pepperdine, but then it was with 12 minutes remaining in that game, they just took off. We'll see if Michigan can take off with around 12 minutes left to go. Right now they got 13:40 remaining on the clock. Michigan seeking its fourth straight win against a ranked top 25 opponent. They have it at the top of the key. Dribbles towards the left wing. Eli Brooks hands it off now. Left baseline dribble Smith. Pass back outside into the hands of Zeb Jackson off the bench today. Moves it over to Livers. Drives inside and he gets fouled. Gonna go shoot two at the free throw line will be Isaiah Livers. 8-7 Maine leading against Vermont. Indeed, low scoring, just how Maine likes it right now. That is huge. Creighton against Butler. Butler liking low scoring. Butler leads it by 2, 35-33. 13:20 remaining inside the post. That's going to get blocked. It was actually a non-shooting foul before that. Off of Livers' drive instead. Blocked by Minnesota. Michigan gets it blocked as Minnesota in transition. Takes a three. It's good by Kalsher. 44-35. The three is finally heating up as of late for the Golden Gophers. Open at the top. Austin Davis dribbles around the perimeter. Hands it off to Mike Smith. Flicks it back out to the right wing. Zeb Jackson, open three. Hits the front rim, no good. Rebound, Minnesota. None of these shots are going out for Michigan. Minnesota by 9, going to slow it down. Golden Gophers basketball. That ball's poked loose. Is on the ground. Who's got the steal? Michigan going to have it. Oh, terrible possession there. Zeb Jackson, what are you doing, man? You got to have more power than that on the pass. Leads to a big jam. Liam Robbins throws it down. Points off of the break right there by Minnesota. Oh, that is unfortunate for Michigan. They had a clean steal. And Zeb Jackson threw the ball not even 2 feet when they should have been able to hit their player in stride. 25 feet pass up the court and couldn't get it. Michigan has it now. Left baseline dribble. Smith moves it back outside to Jackson. Takes another three. Hit the front rim. Oh, man, this kid is costing his team the game right now. Minnesota pass ahead of the pack. Easy slam going down behind the defense. Marcus Carr with a two-handed flush. Largest lead so far today by 13. 7-zip run by Minnesota. Last 2:05. Michigan needs to take a timeout. Where's that timeout right now? They're still playing. 11:40 left to go. Wolverines basketball. Top of the key. Smith moves it outside. Jackson. Right corner. Back outside to Wagner. Smith shuffles it out. Wide open three. Left corner. Got it. Isaiah Livers hits it. That's a big triple there. Just left completely wide open at the left corner. 11.5 left to go. Minnesota going to slow it down. They get the basketball. Golden Gophers take it past half court. This game has been quick today. Very quick game between these two teams. By the way, Utah State leading San Diego State 6:50 remaining, 51-49. But ball's going to get poked loose. Franz Wagner comes up with a steal. Slams it down in transition right there with an easy 2. 8-point game now. And a timeout taken on the court. This one by Minnesota as they are down to 2 timeouts remaining. Michigan down to 2 with 11:07 remaining. Now we got ourselves a ball game. Now it's starting to become one. As far as this game, it was a couple minutes ago. It was a 14 or 13 point lead. They've whittled it down to 8. Who they got? Florida, Mississippi State. Good question there. I'm going to take Florida in that one. A very close game. Mississippi State has been improving, though. I think Florida's desperate to keep their season alive as far as playing in the tournament. Creighton makes the jumper to tie it up at 36 against Butler. Utah State leads San Diego State 53-52 with 5.5 remaining. Yeah, Camry's got Florida. They get Tennessee next week. Very difficult matchup. Should be a tight game. Rhode Island now up against George Mason. 56-50 is the score there. And Creighton took the lead. 39-36. Maybe they just get hot in the second half, I guess, for Creighton. Kentucky leading against Auburn 31-27. Dante Allen, he's got 8 for Kentucky. Creighton has outscored Butler in the second half, by the way, 14-4. So Creighton on a roll as of late, trying to take advantage of that one. And Butler, once the opposing opponent gets up, it's tough for Butler to come back because they got one of the slowest offenses in all college basketball. Colorado taking on Stanford. This one at Colorado just hit a 3 by Jariah Horn. McKinley Wright the fourth with an assist. McKinley Wright the fourth, tough player here. As if they are able to make their way into the tournament, big reason why it's going to be because of McKinley Wright the fourth for Colorado. Already with 4 points, 1 rebound, and just got his first assist. Colorado leads at 17-16, trying to go for the sweep this weekend against Stanford. Maine up against Vermont over on ESPN3. Maine with their defense coming through 8-7. The score with 11:30 remaining there for that one. Earlier today, Pittsburgh beat Syracuse by 20, 96-76. Ohio State pulled off the W at Illinois, 87-81. And Marquette took down St. John 73-71 before Florida State as well. They won against North Carolina, 82-75. So we'll get right back into it right now. Hey, what's good, 3D? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hope all is going well. 48-40 the score. It's going to be Minnesota basketball. They lead it with 11 minutes left. A big shocker here on their home court so far. Golden Gophers at the top of the key. They dribble. Marcus Carr double teamed. Leaves it over at the right baseline. Guarded by Wagner. As they will now dribble inside. Bounce pass to the cutter. Driving Carr. Got it for 2, and he got fouled as well. Personal foul assessed to Eli Brooks there. It's a 50-40 lead for Minnesota. With 10:45 left to go, and with 1 as well coming up at the free throw line. Yeah, man, on the road to 10K out here. It's been incredible lately with all the new people we've had in the streams. And 1 coming up at the line, Minnesota knocks it down. 51-40. Yeah, Ohio State, I heard, almost blew their lead. They're up by like double digits in the second half, too. Michigan now with the basketball. Livers moves it around the perimeter. Wagner out to the left wing. Mike Smith has it now. Smith now dribbles, floats it over at the left baseline. Into the hands of Eli Brooks. Backs his way into the post, and that will be a personal foul. Picked up Minnesota, their second one assessed here. It's going to be by Brandon Johnson of the Golden Gophers. Clock will stop. Michigan inbound. Right around the perimeter. Mike Smith left wide open, but that will be an offensive foul. Holy smokes. Yeah, I agree, Bill. So I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. So if this Michigan team played like they did against Wisconsin, this team clearly will be in the top 3. But yeah, not after this. Man. 51-40. Michigan just a no-show today. I feel like this is resemblant of how Texas Tech played in that early game this year against Houston. I feel like Texas Tech was just a complete no-show in that game, and they're much better than that. We'll see what they can prove today against Baylor. That's a huge matchup there. Minnesota has it. Ball's on the ground, able to get it back, though. Marcus Carr looks to pass it. Pass off the cutter. Watch out. That's good for 2. Oh, man. Gabe Kalsher up and off the backboard with the right hand. 13-point lead. 9:40 left to go. Michigan in trouble. Too much dribbling. They have the ball and a quick whistle and a foul picked up here. Clock will stop with 9:39. So now Vermont get a little bit of a roll, it looks like. 17-10, Vermont up against Maine. Still a lot of game remaining. Now, Creighton getting hot as of late. 41-36 up against Butler. Inbound coming up Michigan. Shot fake left corner. Into the hands of Livers. Pass over to Smith. Drives inside. Puts it up, and it's going to get denied there. And the post in Minnesota comes away with another steal. Golden Gophers swarming inside that key defending. Minnesota, no good, but they got fouled. Marcus Carr, once again, will go to the free throw line. That's what they do better than any other team in the nation, is go to the free throw line. And once again, Marcus Carr will show you that he can go to the charity stripe. Getting Michigan in foul trouble. Four personal fouls now picked up by Shondi Brown of Michigan. And 3 by Wagner. Minnesota perfect 8 for 8 at the free throw line, shooting 2 by Carr. First one, good. 9 for 9. 9:24 left to go. This team on average per game I saw attempts around like 22 free throws or something per game. Second free throw, Minnesota, no good. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebound, Wagner here, Michigan. Wolverines with the basketball. Urgency needed for the final 9:20. At the left corner. Pro hop inside, right hand, and before that, a foul committed. Clock will stop when 9:16. Minnesota picks up the reach in their fourth. Inbound coming up from Michigan. They leave it over top of the key. Shot fake Wagner. Passes out to Brandon Johns now with the ball right baseline. Dribble. Johns backs his way into the post. And he lost control of it, but another reach and late call there. Picked up by the Golden Gophers. Clock will stop with 9:06. It's going to be assessed to Isaiah Einen right there on the reach and fall from Minnesota. They're fifth. Michigan with 5 personals. Inbound coming up for Michigan. They have it at the right wing. Pass over to the top to Wagner. Wagner dribbles, drives inside. Good for 2. Up and in off the backboard. They need a whole lot of more points like that if they want to come back in the final 9 minutes. Minnesota going to make it tougher. Good for 2 on their drive to the basket. Coast to coast. Michigan with the ball right back. Left baseline. They dribble. Pro hop inside. Puts it up. No good. Great defense by Minnesota. Able to get the rebound was Brandon Johnson for the Golden Gophers. Now into the hands of Carr. He dribbles. Right wing. Drives inside underneath. Bounce pass over to the left elbow to Curry. Eric Curry hands it off now to Carr. Carr floats it up mid-range. Off the mark. No good. Rebound Michigan as they have it off the board by Terrence Williams. What's good, Armando? Welcome to the stream, man. Looking at the house with his parents. No coaches challenges just yet. Michigan takes it up the court. Quick foul picked up again by Minnesota. That's going to be their 6th. So 8:17 left remaining here. Michigan only with 42 on the board. Michigan looks to inbound. They'll put it outside. Dickinson with the ball in his hands around the perimeter. Hands it off now. Over to Mike Smith. Smith passes out wide. At the right wing, they have it with Brandon Johns. Moves it over to the left wing to Smith. Dickinson sets the pick, rolls down, passes underneath to Dickinson. Up and underneath, puts it up and in. That's the move right there they got to go to for the remainder part of the game. That's the one that I was telling you guys about right after halftime, is that it was Smith right there as they set the pick. Dickinson's going to roll down. He got behind the defense that time and led to an easy 2 up and in off the backboard where Dickinson's number 5 in the nation in shooting percentage. Oh, Wagner off the steal. Missed the easy layup as he split defenders. Hit the front rim. Rebound Minnesota. You got to finish that, Wagner. Minnesota has it, backs his way. Turnaround jumper, left baseline, got it. Good for 2 by the Golden Gophers, makes them pay. The transfer from Utah, Boot Gotch. And Minnesota with a 14-point lead. 7:15 left to go. Should have been a 10-point game right now if Wagner hits that. Smith flings it out left wing. Shot fake. Pass over to Dickinson. Bad decision. Turnover. Terrence Williams off the terrible pass there to Dickinson into traffic. Deflected and stolen away. Minnesota has it. Top of the key. 3. Oh, they got it. Boom. That's good for the triple. Liam Robbins. That is his special spot in the second half. His third three-point shot here in the second half alone. 61-44 for the big fella. Knocking it down. Virginia or Clemson? Bill thinking Virginia. I'm going to take Virginia as well. I think Virginia has the most to prove in that matchup that they have yet to beat like a really good opponent. I think Virginia is going to get the win there. So 61-44 to score. I'm going to take Virginia. Tight game, 55-51. I'll take Virginia. In a very low-scoring game. Creighton now exploding against Butler. 48-38. Creighton outscoring Butler in the second half, 23-6. Imagine if they did that in the first half. I guess they just show up in the second half, it looks like. So Creighton, favorites on the line by 7 there. It's looking good for the game right now if they can keep on extending that. Because Butler is now in panic mode. Let's take a look here. Rhode Island's taking on George Mason. We'll get that score for you guys in just a moment. URI leading this one, 61-54. And see, URI is just so inconsistent. That's the thing. It's tough. It's tough to bet on them because they'll win like one of the games. The next game they'll come out just really inconsistent. It all depends on if they hit their free throws. Wow, 116 in that game. That's very low for the over/under. And mine's at my prediction was in the 50s. So yeah, 55-51. That's actually a 106. So my prediction was 10 points under. Hey, what's good, Vaughn? No problem, man. Glad to have you out on the stream once again, bud. Hope all is going well today. I feel like that's gonna be like a defensive slugfest type of game, reminiscent of last year with Duke versus Virginia, where that was like something crazy, like 50-48 or something like that was the score. Over on CBS, Utah State trying to go for the sweep. They are winning against San Diego State, 59-56 the score. Yeah, man, Vegas puts out Fats Russell for URI. That's the reason why. When Fats Russell goes off, they can pull off the upset sets like they did, or they can win big like they did a week ago against VCU. But when Fats Russell is inconsistent, his shot selection is just, it's not good. Last year, that's why they weren't going to be a tournament team last year, is because his shot selection was terrible for Fats Russell. Utah State leads at 61-56. Kentucky up against Auburn. That is a defensive type of game. 43-41. Kentucky leading by 2 with 11 minutes remaining. Virginia, Mr. Doman putting out the standings here against the spread for this season. Virginia, though, 2-0 on the road. So 61-44 now the score. Michigan with the basketball right baseline dribble. They stepped out of bounds. Turnover. Number 18 for Michigan. Ouch. Turnovers, bad shot selections. It's been a problem, and their 3 is not dropping down like they did in the last game against Wisconsin. 6:45 left to go. Minnesota cruising. Golden Gophers with the basketball. Bounce pass at the left elbow. Liam Robbins moves it over top of the key into the hands of Brandon Johnson. Passes inside all alone. Missed the easy layup off the mark. There's contact, though. Late foul. And the clock will stop with 6:30 remaining. That's going to be picked up by Michigan. So Minnesota, they do it better than any team in the nation. Going to head to the free throw line and shoot 2 here with Gabe Kalsher as Michigan picks up their 6th personal. So Vaughn is losing in John's fantasy league, but winning in my league, it looks like, for basketball. First free throw. No good. Minnesota off the mark. After this one, it's going to be a good game, hopefully. Much more competitive game. Texas Tech versus Baylor for some Big 12 action. Second free throw, good. Oh, man. Every single Big 10 game, it seems like at least once per weekend, there's been a beatdown. There's been a beatdown like every single weekend or weekday in the Big 10. Left baseline jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, Michigan puts it up. No good. Hit the front rim, rebound, Minnesota. 6 minutes remaining. Yeah, this is going to be a big loss. So Michigan goes from walloping Wisconsin earlier this week to 6 minutes remaining to drop in this one for their first of the season. And it does the team that it does not look good on right now is Minnesota, going to head back to the line shooting 2 once again. Yeah, I've got Baylor as well in that one. I think they should win. The team in the Big Ten that this is all affecting, it's Rutgers. Because Rutgers yesterday lost against Wisconsin. Wisconsin got pounded against Michigan earlier this week. And Rutgers is on a big losing streak themselves. So they're in danger of missing out on the tournament. Who am I picking to win? I'm going to take Baylor for the next one. 77-70. I got Baylor by 7. First free throw at the line. Good by Minnesota. Second shot here with 5:48 left to go. So Baylor versus Texas Tech after that. That's going to be my final stream today. Tomorrow I'm off, and then Monday I'll be back for Louisville against Florida State. And then Baylor against Kansas. So 2 great games on Monday I plan on covering. Second free throw, good. 64-44 to score. 5.5 left to go. Livers with a 3-point shot off the mark. No good. Rebound Minnesota. They just... Where's the inside shooting today? They came into this game top 5 in all college basketball in inside shooting percentage. And they've missed 11 3-point shots. They are 5 for 16 from the perimeter for Michigan. Left baseline jumper. Fadeaway. Minnesota, good. Just too much right now. 5:10 remaining. Michigan basketball. Right wing perimeter. Livers takes the 3. No good. Same spot. He's just cold today. Offensive rebound. Wagner going to get fouled as the clock will stop with 5:02. And Auburn on a 5-zip run. Auburn leading Kentucky 46-43. And a low-scoring game with 9:38 left to go. Creighton up against Butler by 11, 51-40, outgaining Butler 26-8 in the second half. And Alabama looking good up against Arkansas 10-5. Alabama is on a roll. Wow, Rhode Island looking good here in the second half up against George Mason 70-56. URI is one of the toughest teams they must be to bet on this year, because I'm a fan of URI, and they're wildly inconsistent. Like they'll have a terrible loss, and then they'll come back and they'll have themselves a big win, and it looks like they're gonna win this game. They're just, if they could find their consistency, they could be a tournament team right now for URI, but not. Left double jumper off the mark, no good. Minnesota rebound back to Michigan. 4.5 remaining here. Urgency is needed, but down by 20. It looks like they're going to suffer their first loss of the season unless 3-point shots start to drop. Shawnee Brown, no good. They set it up, though, with offensive rebound. Smith passes now. Left baseline inside the Brown. Backs his way. Turnaround jumper. He'll take it off the side of the rim. Offensive rebound, and it's a foul underneath. A rebounding foul picked up on Minnesota. Clock will stop in their 7th. First free throw as part of the bonus, no good. Dickinson missed it. They get another offensive rebound out of the pack, though. Livers will pass it over. Wagner, 3-point shot, missed it. Offensive rebound, good for 2 by Shawnee Brown. Count the bucket and the foul from behind. 4:02 left to go, 66-48. Marcus Carr with 17 in this game. He's been great this season, man. 4 minutes remaining and one at the line. Brown missed it. Rebound Minnesota. 18-point lead. Wow. I actually predicted Michigan by 17 to win this one. 80-63. Wasn't even close as they drive inside. Hit the front rim, no good. Offensive rebound, and Liam Robbins puts it back. Good for two. Count the bucket and the foul. Liam Robbins going to go to the free throw line. Shoot one coming up as Minnesota does it better than any team in the nation when it comes to free throw attempts at the line. Yeah, Big Ben does his homework, comes back to this. Absolute beatdown. Man. This is unbelievable how, like, the Big Ten is these types of games every single week with beatdowns. So we will go in a timeout here, folks, as we got in this game remaining. 3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in this one. In Minnesota by 20. And they'll have one coming up at the free throw line after the timeout. Uncle Luke, welcome to the stream here. Sorry to hear that, man. That was a tight game, though. Very close game. I'll be back after this one, Baylor against Texas Tech. So, just one more stream later tonight, Baylor against Texas Tech. Colorado looking good against Stanford, trying to go for the sweep, 40-26. Thanks so much for the update, bud. Yeah, Stanford's another one of those teams that they are just inconsistent. They could be a tournament team for Stanford if they could put it all together, and I feel like they have a chance, but they might be the last team in the tournament for Stanford. Or they might be the first, like a number one seed in the NIT. It's going to come down to Selection Sunday to see what they get. Big Ben going to go out for Texas Tech in the upset. Creighton now up against Butler, 57-45. So Creighton was trailing at halftime. Their offense just didn't show up until the second half, outscoring Butler 32-13 now in the second half. Rhode Island didn't get going until the second half. See, if they could play offense like that for URI and be consistent, put up 40+ in a half, because they got the defense to hold opponents. They could be a tournament team right now, but they're going to be 7-7 because of disappointing losses. Losses they should have, like against Boston College, UMass, Arizona State. They should have won all those games. They won against San Francisco because they were able to lock up the perimeter. And they're up against George Mason 75-60. So you never know which type of team comes for Rhode Island. Utah State, by the way, looking like they're going to try to get the sweep in just a moment. Up against San Diego State 62-59. 3 seconds left to go. Utah State leads it. Wow. So we'll keep you guys posted there. Kentucky taking on Auburn. Kentucky trailing. Auburn leads at 48-43 with 8.5 remaining. Hey, what's good, Jack? Welcome to the stream, man. Ryan puts out Michigan is so bad, worst team in the Big Ten. I would say Nebraska. Nebraska by far. I think it's just a bad game for you guys. See, the thing with the thing that this team's got more vets in the team though, actually, from Michigan. But still, these players, they're in college, so they're young. They probably don't know yet. You came off a great victory earlier this week against Wisconsin as the free throw goes down at the line, 69-48. But 3:15 left to go. Michigan just turned it over. Minnesota now with the basketball. The thing is, that game against Wisconsin, the victory, that must have got to their head, and that's what you can't have if you want to be a tournament team that makes it far. You got to just keep on rolling. In this game, they just showed up, just could not do anything in this game. Inside, spin move, good for 2 by Liam Robbins. 71-48. 2:45 left to go. I have to keep on picking some more upsets because I just keep on getting just the short end of the stick here. All the games I'm predicting are L's for me. It's like good thing I didn't bet on these. How many teams from the Mountain West will make it? I'm gonna go with 2. Boise State. I think Boise State will make it. And it's either going to be San Diego State or Utah State. We're kind of figuring out that San Diego State right now might not be as good as expected. As Utah State's going to win this game. 2 seconds left to go. Utah State, it looks like they're going to sweep San Diego State 64-59 with 2 seconds remaining. As we go in another timeout here. Yep, Minnesota looking really good. Raven picked this one out for the day. UMass Lowell up against Binghamton. No surprise there. Binghamton's only got 1 win this season. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Raven. So sorry. Sending my thoughts and prayers out to you. Let's send prayer emojis out to Raven here. So sorry to hear that. Wishing you the best in your recovery, a speedy recovery, and to get healthy soon. Yeah, Diamond McCrab put out Colorado State. Surprising, I agree. And TCU was in there as well on his last team in. Those were the last teams in his grouping. I don't think TCU is going to even be close to the tournament. There's clearly seven great teams that will make the tournament in the Big 12. And Oklahoma State is eligible right now since that's still up for appeal. That's going to be a 3-point shot. Good. Right there from downtown by Michigan. Minnesota jumper, no good off the mark. Rebound by Michigan. 2:20 left to go. Michigan basketball clock will stop again. That's going to be the 8th personal picked up by Minnesota. And it's going to be by Gabe Kalsher. So Michigan back to the bonus here. 1-1 at the free throw line. Oh, jeez. So sorry to hear that, Cam. Gosh. That's terrible, man. That must have been painful, bud. Couldn't have ever imagined. That must have been. First free throw good at the line by Michigan in the bonus. Second one coming up. And missed it by Michigan. Rebound Minnesota. 2:20 remaining. Golden Gophers with the ball. And Utah State has won, so they complete the sweep over the weekend of San Diego State today. 64-59 the final. Minnesota goes inside the post, good for 2. 2 minutes remaining. Michigan basketball. At the left wing perimeter. Michigan has it. They're going to take a deep 3. Zeb Jackson, no good. He has taken a lot of perimeter shots here for a young player, for a freshman, for Zeb Jackson. He is 0 for 3 in his 3-point shots today. 1:40 remaining. Minnesota ball. They'll just slow it down. Jamal Mashburn has it at the edge of the Minnesota logo. Dribbles at the right wing. Dishes out top of the key. 3-point shot straight away. Off the mark, no good. Minnesota, rebound Michigan. Oh, geez. 31-12. Wow. Vermont leads Maine. Oh, man. Maine just can't score. Wow. And Michigan gonna drive inside. Good for 2. Yes, this is very shocking for me, Connor. 73-54. Final minute remaining in this one. Minnesota at the left baseline. Catch and shoot 2. Got it. Minnesota by 21. Final minute. Michigan will take it past half court in the final minute of this one. Very disappointing game on the Michigan today. Way too many turnovers, low percentage shots, contested shots. Zeb Jackson shot fake, yet to hit one today. Before that, a personal foul picked up in the court. It's going to be by Minnesota. Clock will start with 42 seconds. Before you sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We'll be back in a couple minutes from now. It's going to be Baylor versus Texas Tech, so feel free to stop on board for that game if you guys would like. Actually, that game's going to be after the conclusion of Kentucky-Auburn, which they still got under 6 minutes left to go. That game's going by slow because that game's over on ESPN. But I'll be calling in around, so we'll take like a 5-minute break and then I'll set up the new stream here. It will be Baylor against Texas Tech for the final one today. First free throw was good at the line by Michigan. Second one at the line was no good. They get the offensive rebounds. So they had it around the perimeter, but they lost control of the basketball, so they turned it over, and Minnesota will have it back. Double team. At half court, why didn't they do that before? They're doing full court press right now. Minnesota had it tip deflected, and they actually got the basketball at the half-court logo and stepped to the backcourt, so that's a backcourt violation with 30 seconds. $25 seconds now remaining. Michigan has it. What's good, Timo? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you on the channel, man. That's awesome, brother. And yeah, definitely see you there, Raven. Ty, is Minnesota winning the Big Ten or Iowa? He is good out. Kentucky cold as of late here. Yeah, Auburn's leading 56-46. Dro, what's good there, man, for stopping the by? I'm doing pretty well, man. He watched Friday Night SmackDown live yesterday. Vaughn's not a fan of WWE, though. Final 15 seconds remaining. Michigan just scored. And this is going to be a big upset W here for Minnesota, as they had something to prove. And what they had to prove here was that they wanted to stay in the top 25. And they will this week for Minnesota because of this 18-point victory. This game has gone final. 75-57. Minnesota at home. Impressive. They've been doing it all season long in their home courts. And they are 11-0 at home this year, 4-0 against ranked opponents, and Minnesota does it again with a W. Man, they create their own energy at home, and that is what they do here for the Golden Gophers. What a statement game. Absolute statement game for Minnesota. We'll be back in a little bit here, folks. It's going to be Baylor versus Texas Tech. Before I sign off, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm going to change the scoreboard, and then we'll be back in about 5 minutes from now. Holy smokes. Arkansas is getting pounded against Alabama. Arkansas is not going to be making the tournament if they keep that up, as they are falling face flat right now. 22-5. Wow. Alabama leads in. Alabama on a roll. So that's a wrap here. I'll be back in about 5 minutes from now. Baylor against Texas Tech, everybody. Before we sign off here, there we go. Yep, before I sign off here, big thank you out to the channel members before I load in the closing slide once again. So we got Jack Jason, the sports expert, out there for the 3 channel members out on these streams. Thank you guys so much for being a part here. Gonna wrap up this one and be back in a little bit for Baylor versus Texas Tech, as this is Behind Your Basketball. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.